This is a book in which I combined the heart mark invention on purpose so I can have first use in commerce in another category in the areas that I care about, which is all under the Planet Heart main brand. And so I wanted to use the heart hands as a way to really take time out and teach people how to inhale deeply, exhale, and then visualize the food that would genuinely satisfy what they need, and take time out and visualize it before they eat and as they're eating and after they eat. I had it broken down and I taught it in lectures in Sprouts all over Arizona and California. I was the nutrition teacher. I was asked to teach nutrition, and I thought about how do I convey how I want people to eat? And that's when I thought of the food plate. So I'm actually the first person to come up with a food plate, and I made posters. I know I'm the first because I Googled food plate and nothing came up. Now there's tons of food plate. Now there's a food plate for everything. But this is during a time when the official information was the food pyramid. And all nutritionists were just following the guidelines because they studied nutrition and they had to follow the rules. But I did not have to, so I wanted to teach what makes sense. And the food groups didn't make sense, and the food pyramid just failed everyone. And so I created nutrition lectures, and of course I incorporated the heart mark into all my lectures. I called the heart hand gesture the heart mark, and I knew that it would become popular in variations of how to make the hands. So I this is how I drew this already in 1996, 1997. I've got the dates on everything, and everything is in the Library of Congress, unless if someone will go and tamper with it. Hope they don't. They may have. Some very powerful people tried to tamper with everything I came up with. But anyway, these are the heart flowers from Planet Heart, and Lavelle, was already drawn in 1996 doing the heart hand gesture, which I named the heart mark, like I said. And I remember also making t-shirts and going to the person that was printing them and saying, what do you think will become the most popular version? Because I didn't know, how do I protect every variation? But I was making t-shirts both when I lived in Virginia and in Arizona, and putting the TM on the heart hands, and that's, on a t-shirt. So that's why I got the patent on it. So I was selling the nutrition book. Let's see if I can. I'm very bad at. I'm very new to filming, as you can tell. I'm sorry, I don't have all the tech skills for that, but I'll just keep going. Oh, I ripped it. Anyway, this is so also at the time that I was teaching this, you couldn't say that sugar is bad for you. If you were a doctor, you could get fired. But I was having the students throw candy in the trash. I had made a poster saying that sugar is a thief. Oh, I had my heart Pictionary. All the Spawn apps are in here. Yeah, so I wanted to protect the heart hand in all the variations. This is before it was being used by people. I was doing these lectures. I was using these posters. I just used the like sugar is a thief. That was this wasn't a huge poster I was using in all my presentations at Sprouts, and people were taking notes. This is how I had people visualize what's good for them. This is the original Lavelle, drawn in 1996. Protected in the Library of Congress. Yep. So I was saying that sugar is a thief when it was not popular. Here's my food plate, the original food plate created by me before Michelle Obama introduced the food plate. This is, I had changed the food groups because I didn't like that the government was making dairy a food group, which dairy like defines a source of food, versus protein, which is a macromolecule. So it was inconsistent. The categories were inconsistent. I can only flip with my left going in reverse because I'm a righty. Oh, this is my rhyme. 5 fingers, half curled up. Put them together and you got yourself a heart. It actually goes on ring finger, shaped like a bell. Put them together and you just made Lavelle. Or I just made Lavelle. So I did this. I would work with the kids. I actually had to teach people how to make the heart hands, and it was awkward. They had never seen that before. So I was doing these lectures before I was pregnant with my last daughter, and when I was pregnant with her, and throughout, and then past the pregnancy. And I would nurse her up to the last second. I'm trying to see where this may have been only published in 2000 and when was it published? 2000 and maybe 2009 or 2010, but I wrote it before that, and I was doing the lectures before, obviously. And so, yeah, it was well before Michelle Obama introduced the foot. I mean, people were taking notes on my writing. I was also teaching at Osborne Shea to nurses. All my wishes for people to license and not just steal from me. Which I had trademarked and patented. Yeah. My heart Pictionary to send more subliminal messages to help students of all ages to want to be healthy on every level, to want to do what's good for them. I did not have graphic design skills. I had to teach myself. Oh, this is my set point theory for sugar and water, another original theory I came up with while in college that no one ever wrote about. It has to do with whatever you eat first. When you the first thing you eat in the day, in my opinion, sets your daily need for sugar and water. So if you drink a lot of water in the morning, you'll want more water throughout the day, or whenever your first drink is. If you have something sugary too, you'll end up wanting to reach that certain level of sugar to water ratio like the whole day. So I really recommend not having something too sugary in the morning. And I've never seen that. I read so much about health, and I've never seen anyone write about that. So I had a lot of original. Everything I did was original. My set point theory for sugar and water. And my substitution theory is based on my college research. Well, I came up with it and then proved it right. Yeah, so I saw the whole brand. I saw all of you. I have heart hands of different races, of young and old, male and female. I had them on flyers, depending on the activity, like when I was on stage at the Shape Up Arizona and introduced a jumping game where you heart mark throughout the game as part of scoring points. I just wanted to have as much first use in commerce as possible, but the forces that stole it for me are very powerful, and they control all this, the media. They control the articles, the magazines, the brands, the television stations, the brands of the television stations. They represent everything. So they shut me down to the core. Like they just, this is all before social media, before I could try to be my own media. And I kept waiting for someone to launch my career, and pitched, and it was really hard just to get swallowed up and everyone else make money off of me. But anyway, yes, I care about health. And part of Planet Heart is not just to model character values and inspire people to communicate and learn about one another and show people that If you really communicate well, you will find the right way, that everyone has a good heart, but also to make planet Earth healthy, and help people to optimize their own health so they're not as stressed out, and to help the planet be healthier and the soil be healthier in people's gardens. So Planet Heart is a huge brand. I've always seen multiple departments. I used to draw all the departments and how they're connected, and all the stores that would sell recycled gifts made from my inventions. And yeah, I'm still working on it at my pace, because they can steal a lot, but it's still mine. It's still my vision. It's still my brand. It's still mine, no matter what they do. So that's why I'm still trying. Thank you.